18 says, what is the most genuine book of Hadith? What's the best of the best, the most authentic book of Hadith? Answer 18. The most genuine book of Hadith is the book of Imam Abu Hardy, commonly known as Sahih al-Bukhari. Sahih al-Bukhari. Question 19. Who was Imam Abu Hardy? Who was he? Where is he from? What century did he live? Etc. Answer number 19. He is Muhammad ibn Abdullah ibn Ismail al-Bukhari. He was a Persian Islamic scholar, born in the year 196 after the Hijrah, and died in the year 256 after the Hijrah. He was one of the most talented students of the science of Hadith, and is considered to have been blessed with one of the most powerful minds in the entire history of the Muslim nation. His book is a landmark, not only in Hadith but Islam. Every Muslim should read his biography. So it's a brief background of Imam Abu Hardy, who he was, his name, where he came from, how many years ago he lived and died, and some of his virtues. Every Muslim, even if you're not a student, should read the life of Abu Hardy, because Imam Abu Hardy went through many trials and tribulations. And these trials and tribulations were not specific to Abu Hardy in his time, but anyone who treads the path that Imam Abu Hardy trod, they'll suffer and they'll face those difficulties, those hardships, and those tribulations. And it's very important with regards to not quitting, not raising a white flag and throwing in the towel, because you know that there were people that were bigger and better than you who went through things that were worse than what you're going through, or maybe you're going through similar things to them. Question 20. What is the next soundest book, or the book which is soundest after that of Imam al-Bukhari? Answer 20. The great work of Imam Muslim, known as Sahih Muslim, is after Imam al-Bukhari's book with regards to authenticity. As far as other virtues of Imam Muslim and things in which Muslim outdid his teacher and friend Bukhari, then that's not necessarily included in the question. Question number 21. What are the 6 mother books of Hadith? Answer number 21. They are the 6 popular Hadith works and are as follows. Number 1, Sahih al-Bukhari. Number 2, Sahih Muslim. Number 3, Sunan Abu Dawood. Number 4, Jami' at-Tirmidhi. Number 5, Sunan al-Nasa'i. Number 6, Sunan Ibn Majah. If you're asked in a test or a quiz or in an exam, who or what are the 6 mother books of Hadith, this is the answer. Question number 22. Which of these books is the soundest in general after Sahih Muslim? After Sahih Muslim, the 2 Sahihs, what's the most authentic book? Answer number 22, the work of Imam al-Nasa'i. Not Abu Dawood, not Tirmidhi, not Ibn Majah. Al-Nasa'i's book is considered to be the most authentic after Bukhari and Muslim, and the book to have the least amount of da'if narrations. Question number 23. Which book is best for studying fiqh? Answer 23. The work of Imam Abu Dawood. Pound for pound, as they say, for studying fiqh, or not even pound for pound, but for fiqh. I want to specialize in fiqh. I'm Hanbali, I'm Shafi'i. I want to study this book of fiqh, this course on fiqh. Sunan Abu Dawood is going to be your bread and your butter. It's going to be your staple book to go back to refer to. All of the books of Sunnah are, but Abu Dawood has the highest content of nutritional value with regards to the rulings of the halal and the haram. Question number 24. Which of these 6 books has the most thorough overall benefit and why? I.e., pound for pound. What's the best book, pound for pound? What's the best book all the way around the board? Not just authenticity, not just content, not just the fiqh, etc. Answer number 24. The book with the most thorough and overall benefit is the Jami' of Imam at-Tirmidhi. And the reason for this is because his book speaks about all sub-branches of hadith science. Not just one issue, but all of the surrounding areas of hadith as well. Authentication of hadith, declaration of a weakness of hadiths, narrators, hidden defects, vocabulary words of hadith, etc. Along with briefly discussing other sciences such as the fiqh of the Salaf and explaining the correct Islamic creed, al-Aqidah. All of these things you can find not extracted from the hadiths of Tirmidhi, like you can find in Bukhari or Muslim or Abu Dawud or Nasa'i. No, but you actually find from the statements of Tirmidhi, the author himself. He says this is an authentic hadith. He says this is a weak hadith. He says this narrator is strong. He says this narrator is poor. He says this is what the hadith means. He says this was the view of Abdullah ibn al-Mubarak, and this one from the Salaf al-Salih and the Sahaba. All of that can be found in one place. So that's why we say that the book of Imam at-Tirmidhi is considered to be the best book pound for pound. Not the most authentic book, not the biggest, not the most something, but pound for pound. Moving forward, question number 25. What are some other famous and important books of hadith? Answer number 25. There are many, but to mention a few. Number 1, the Muwatta of Imam Malik ibn Anas, who died 179 after the Hijrah. Number 2, the Musnad of Imam Ahmad, who died 241 after the Hijrah. Number 3 is the Musnad of Imam ad-Darimi, who died 255 after the Hijrah. These are 3 works. 2 of them are of one class or one genre, and 1 is of another, with regards to some of the famous books of hadith that are very important for our daily lives as Muslims. So we have the Muwatta of Imam Malik ibn Anas, and that has to be a discussion on what is a Muwatta. We have the Musnad of Imam Ahmad, and a discussion has to be given on what is a Musnad.